Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I've been waiting for the Russians to run out of missiles since April 2022 when the first reports came from, I think the first one came from British intelligence, the ones that are still looking for weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, and they still have a hard time finding them. Maybe now they have them deployed by the free world. So here we have a little contradiction, because we have Russia still using missiles, cruise missiles, that they still have somehow, even though from, as I said, April, the first reports came that the Russians are almost done. They don't have them anymore, including in the past week or so they started again after they dropped it in about June with the Russians ran out of ammunition. They dropped it from June until a week ago, November, and now they're again at it. The Russians ran out of it. They just launched about 100 missiles yesterday, the day before, actually in the 15th and 16th. They're about 100 and some missiles, but nevertheless they are depleted. And now we find out that they still launch missiles, contrary to their reports. And again, I made a video yesterday with how many caliber missiles that supposedly Russia has half of them, half that used already in 10 months. Instead, out of the 500, now they have about, I don't know, 230 something. That's all they got, less than half. But somehow they have 100 in the Black Sea, Azov, Sea of Azov, and Mediterranean Sea, where they have their ships capable of using about 100, more than 100 missiles. So that means they have about 130 in the rest of Russia. According to these guys, I don't believe that anyway, but we'll see. That means if they use at the same rate they use here, they should have been done, I don't know, in July. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from November 17th, 2022. And this is the title: Russia launches 16 missiles and 5 UAVs on Ukraine on November 17th, which is today. Now, over there is late afternoon, or maybe mid-afternoon. So Russia launched 16 cruise missiles and 5 unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, on Ukraine on the morning of November 17th, so just in the morning. Source is the deputy head of the main operational directorate of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine during a briefing on 17th of November. Quote from Hromov: "Today, 17th of November, alone, the enemy deployed 16 cruise missiles and 5 unmanned aerial vehicles." So this occurred in the morning. Hromov added that Russia has launched a total of 148 missiles on Ukraine since November 11th, including 111 missile strikes on Ukraine's critical infrastructure and 26 kamikaze drone strikes on the positions of Ukrainian troops near 5 settlements and on civilian infrastructure facilities on November 15. So they still have them. I mean, if they did in, 6 days, 148 missiles since November 11th. Okay. Anyway, these guys are just wishful thinking, I think. So it says here that Hromov said that Ukraine's air defense has shot down 102 Russian aerial targets over the course of the same period. Good. Do I believe it? No. Background. Why I don't believe it? Because it's a war. And when it's a war, you overemphasize your achievements, and not only that, in real life as well, and then you minimize your losses. I'm pretty sure the Russians would say that we didn't launch 140, we launched 3,000. And out of those 3,000, just 3 malfunctioned or something, just did not hit the targets. So background. Air raid sirens were sounded on the morning of Thursday, 17 November in all of Ukraine except for Crimea. Buddy, Crimea. Okay. Explosions rang out in the cities of Kiev and Dnipro. The Kiev city military administration has reported that 4 Russian missiles and 5 Shahed 136 drones were destroyed over Kiev during the morning air raid alarm. Russian missiles hit infrastructure facilities in Odesa Oblast and in the city of Dnipro. Yeah, I saw another article where they said that one missile struck Odesa. One missile. What the hell they did? Just make sure that these guys are not sleeping in Odessa? What was the purpose? So anyway, it seems like the Russians will not run out of missiles anytime soon. I mean, if you launch 148 missiles in 6 days, let's say, and 111 in just 2 days when they up their game, they still have them, because otherwise they would pay more attention on remaining unsupplied. And all these reports coming from this intelligence services, as I said, I don't really believe them, because they their role is not only to find information, but to provide us with information, or better put, disinformation. And believe me, there are many people out there who are waiting for these reports and celebrating, because that's the way we are. We like to hope, and they give us hope. And when they give us hope, we get going. We keep going to work, we keep paying taxes and so on. The same thing was, if you remember, when President Trump was in office. The mass media daily was yapping around, saying that Trump will be arrested, Trump will be indicted, Trump would be, I don't know, taken from the White House in shackles, and Trump is this, Trump is illegitimate, Trump is this and that. The whole 4 years. And as I said many times before, my fellow Americans, some of them, most of them actually, that I was interacting with at that time, and I had an opportunity to interact with many people, known and unknown, and you ask questions here and there just to gauge that's what I do at least, gauge the sense of who's who, what's what, and what are the ideas in the community. Then you realize that they are just very happy with Trump is gonna be gone. Yeah, now you're Trump, my Trump. I don't care, man. I want someone who will take care of this country and give us more freedom. Give us, even though they don't have the power, but it took the power to give us freedom and liberty and allow us to do whatever we want without hurting anybody. And I don't want anybody else to be in my business, and I'm not in anybody's business, so leave me alone. So they were all masturbating every morning with the news that Trump will be arrested. That created hope for them, and never materialized whatever they were coming. He was not arrested, he was not put in jail, was kicked out of the White House, and 4 years they were dragged along with this hope that he will. Never happened. Now, do you think the same people changed their mind about the mass media? No, they're still over there and take their opium every day, watching TV. As Karl Marx said about religion, is the opium of the people. Why? Because they go over there and they get the excitement and they get going with their lives. Some people don't need that opium, because I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, here, those people, the same people, none of them came and told me, hey, you know what, those guys were wrong, they were lying to us. No. They will just try to find justification to those people, the same one that lied to them right now. So that's the way it goes. The same here with this. Yeah, we destroyed this many drones and missiles. Russia is running out of missiles. They've been saying this since April. So since April, they will provide the drug, the opium, to the people who are like, yeah, they're done, man, we're winning. Yeah, you won 2 battles and you lost 55. So right now the score is, I don't know, 55-2 or something. So yeah, you're winning, man. But you have to create this hope in people. Create stories. Create the ghost of Kiev. Create that pregnant sniper that fucked everyone that she met while she was sniping in a field. and make all kind of, create all kind of myths, so people create hope in people. Otherwise, without that, people will not be able to say, you know what, this is life, so I'm not going to cry and shoot myself because I can't make it. This is it. Face reality and don't be afraid. Toughen up and no, I have to ingest, get some little snort, some little media drugs or other kind of organizations, drugs, because without that I can't make it on my own. I can't face reality. I have to be lied to. Yeah, that's what we do sometimes in relationships. So we lie ourselves because that's something that we want. We want to hope. We want things to get better. And when they don't get better, we even let ourselves be buffaloed by other people who create, the drug for us. And we gladly take it knowingly or unknowingly. The problem is when you do it, unknowingly, then you're double losing 2 times. Anyway, the Russians attack. They still have missiles, and I will let you know when they don't, okay? Which is going to be, I don't know. The war will stop before that happens. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Now I take my drugs, my make-believe that they will never run out of missiles. That's my hope. They will run out of it, but I think they will change it into something else. They will use rockets. They will use Soviet-era regular shells. There's no doubt that that's a limit in how many missiles they have, but evidence shows that they didn't run out yet. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.